Hello, Harder. Today we'll be quizzing people about Thanksgiving, and we'll be telling them the history of the holiday.
And we'll be telling them the history of the NFL and how it came to be on Thanksgiving Day.
But before we do that, let's talk about some lunch for today.
All right, let's get into it.
For hot lunch is quesadilla, refried beans, vegetable today, and fruit or juice today. And for a la carte is pretzel stick with cheese.
Wow, that sounds pretty good. But now let's go quiz some students and tell you guys the history of Thanksgiving.
Good morning, Caitlin. As Thanksgiving gets closer, most people think about turkey, family, and of course, football. But have you ever wondered how football became such a big part of the holidays? It actually goes way back, all the way to the late 1800s. The very first Thanksgiving football game was played in 1876, only a few years after the sport itself was invented. Back then, it was mostly college teams like Yale and Princeton who battled it out every Thanksgiving.
Then in 1934, everything changed when the first Detroit Lions played their first Thanksgiving Day game. They wanted to boost attendance, so they scheduled a holiday matchup against the Chicago Bears, and it worked. Over 26,000 fans showed up, and the game broadcast nationwide on radio. The tradition stuck. The Lions have hosted Thanksgiving game every year since 1934, except during the World War II. Later in 1966, Dallas Cowboys joined the tradition, giving us another Thanksgiving matchup to enjoy, and the holiday doubleheader was born.
Today, millions of people tune in every Thanksgiving to watch the NFL games, usually featuring the Lions, Cowboys, and now even a third primetime game added in 2006. It became a good part of a tradition in Thanksgiving football. Pumpkin pie and mashed potatoes. When you're sitting down this Thanksgiving, surrounded by food, family, just remember, you're taking in a tradition that is almost 150 years old. Guys, do you like turkey?
I love turkey. Gobble, gobble. Yeah.
All right, who am I here with today?
JT.
And I'll be quizzing you on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
All right, let's go. What year was the first Thanksgiving celebrated?
Like 1862.
You are incorrect. It was 1621.
Oh.
What Native American tribe joined the Pilgrims at the first Thanksgiving? Is incorrect. The Wampanoag tribe. Number 3. Which U.S. president declared Thanksgiving as a national holiday?
Oh, Abraham Lincoln.
You are correct. What food was not served at the first Thanksgiving?
Turkey.
You're incorrect. That was pumpkin pie. Number 5. What city hosts the famous Thanksgiving Day Parade by Macy's?
New York.
You are correct. Number 6. What ship brought the Pilgrims to America?
They wanted the land.
As the Mayflower. And number 7. What state produces the most turkeys each year?
Minnesota.
You are correct. Number 8. How many days did the first Thanksgiving feast last?
2.
You're incorrect. It was 3. Number 9. What popular dish was created by Campbell's Soup Company in 1955?
Chicken noodle.
You're incorrect. It was green bean casserole. And number 10. Which NFL team has played the most Thanksgiving game days?
Cowboys.
You're incorrect. That is the Detroit Lions.
Hello, I'm George Marinopoulos, and who I'm here with today?
Colin Westrom.
All right, we're going to be asking you some Thanksgiving trivia, okay?
Okay.
All right, first question. What year was Thanksgiving first celebrated?
1912.
1621. You got that wrong. All right. Second question. What Native American tribe joined the Pilgrims at the first Thanksgiving?
The Indians. The Indian tribe.
Pretty close. The Wampanoag tribe. All right.
That's a nice word.
All right. Question 3. Which U.S. president declared Thanksgiving as a national holiday? It's a pretty easy one.
Franklin Roosevelt.
I'm sorry, you're wrong. It was actually Abraham Lincoln. All right, fourth question.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. What food was not served at the first Thanksgiving?
Turkey.
Nope. Pumpkin pie.
That's a lot.
All right, question 5. Which city hosts the famous Thanksgiving Day Parade in Macy's?
New York.
That is correct. Your first question. All right, 6. Which ship brought the Pilgrims to America?
Titanic.
It was the Mayflower.
Oh, I remember. I know that one.
You're on a bad streak here, buddy. All right, what state produces the most turkeys each year?
Texas.
Minnesota.
It's fake.
How many did the first Thanksgiving feast last? How many days?
About 6, maybe 7.
Funny guy. 3 days. You got it wrong. Again. All right. Second to last question. What popular dish was created in the Campbell Soup Company in 1955?
Chicken soup.
Green bean casserole. Oh. All right. Your last question. Which NFL team has played the most Thanksgiving Day games?
That's the Minnesota Vikings.
The Detroit Lions.
No.
Wow, JTB Colin, he might be smart.
Yeah, I can't believe it either. And I also didn't know Thanksgiving was that old.
Yeah, me too.
Now we'll be telling you the history of Thanksgiving and football.
Good morning, Caitlin. As Thanksgiving gets closer and most people think about turkey, family, and of course football, have you ever wondered how football became such a big part of Thanksgiving?
It actually goes way back, all the way back to the 1800s. The very first Thanksgiving football game was played in 1876, only a few years after the sport itself was invented. Then it was mostly college teams like Yale and Princeton who battled it out every Thanksgiving.
That's your Thanksgiving feature for today. I'm your host, Don Velasquez.
And I'm your co-host, George Marinopoulos, and we wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Wow, I did not know the Lions and the Bears were the first to play on Thanksgiving.
Well, now you know.
This year's Thanksgiving games consist of the Packers versus the Lions, Chiefs versus the Cowboys, and the Bengals versus the Ravens.
Sounds like a good schedule. Can't wait to watch those games.
I know, but we gotta end soon. I'm your host, Don Velasquez.
And I'm your co-host, George Marinopoulos.
And we'll see you here next time on KHMS News.
And happy Thanksgiving.